Hello, my name is Martin, and for those of you that normally frequent my RevSoft channel, you'll be expecting another video about OpenInsight or some revelation technology. Well, today I've got something a little bit more different for you. It's all to do with Outlook, and it stems back to a problem that I've had on my machine for a number of weeks, and that's got worse and worse and worse and really came to a head over the weekend. My machine has been getting slower and slower. The fan has been running frequently. I've had a lot of issues on Windows 7 where applications have not been responding. Applications not limited to Microsoft and my own applications. So for instance, Internet Explorer has been having trouble, Office has been having trouble, Outlook has been having trouble, and also my OpenInsight RATS application, as well as others. And they all came up not responding. If I left them, sometimes they would start to respond, but very often they wouldn't respond at all. I found that the applications were taking a long time to boot up, and I was getting blue screen of death, memory dump problems, and all sorts of things. So I put a request out to my support guys at Revelation, and they came back to me with a number of suggestions, such as running online antivirus checkers, checking for malware, deleting folders and data files and programs that I didn't need, just basically cleaning up my system a little bit. And I went through all of that, and it helped, but it didn't help that much. Certainly I didn't find any big performance increase, and I didn't find that this hanging issue was going away. But I did have a couple of things that came up, and one was that my calendar in Outlook had not been working for some considerable time, so I suspected that there was a problem somewhere. And then when I was going to upgrade from Office 2007 to 2010, the upgrade process told me that I had some corrupted files in Office and that they would need to be sorted out first of all. And one of my colleagues suggested compacting the Outlook database, which is something that I've never sort of done before. Within the OpenInsight world, we work with self-optimizing files that resize themselves, and it's pretty much a set and forget database, so we forget that sometimes you need to think about your database administration and the like. So I popped onto Google, and one of the first things that I found was that there is a scan utility within Office. Now if you locate where your Office folder is, and on my machine it's in Program Files, Microsoft Office, Office 12, within here there is a file which is scan OST and scan PST. Now I don't have any OST files on my system, but I do have a number of PST files. So I actually ran and executed that program. You simply tell the system where your PST file is, you go away and start it, it will then run through. If it finds any errors, it comes back and it says, do you want to back up the system, and then do you want to fix those errors, which I did, and that sorted me out. I'm not going to do that right now. But once I'd actually run those files, I then found that my calendar would work, and I haven't tried upgrading to 2010 yet, but I'm assuming that that will be fine. But I still had my issues with the resources and stuff. Now, if you actually look at the PST files within the system, now on my machine I've got an archive, I've got a number of Hotmail ones because I bring all my email in together, but I also have my Outlook PST file. Now, before I ran this cleanup routine, that file was 6.4 gigabytes of data, and I wasn't able to update it because the file was too large for USB sticks, for my removable hard drive, for my Drobo, and a number of other removable backup devices. I couldn't actually back up that file, which was worrying me quite considerably. And I sort of Googled around to see what was going on, and sort of didn't find too much, and this suggestion that I needed to compact the data was troubling me a little bit. So what I did is I actually went into my Outlook system, started just to look around, and under File there is a data file management option which takes you into this data files window, and well, okay, I can add, do my settings, set as default. Nothing really overly obvious there that I could do as far as data management was concerned, and I don't know why, but I double clicked on the personal folders link here, just on file name, just double clicked it, and up popped this little window, personal folders, which gives you the file name and stuff, and a compact now button. And what I actually went ahead and did was to click that Compact Now button, and then that goes away and it compacts the file for you. Now this took ages on my particular system. It took about 13 hours to reduce it from 6.4 gigabytes. But if I went back into the view the file within my Explorer, my Windows Explorer, I actually watched this file reduce significantly over those 13 hours. Now my recommendation would be to actually watch the file reduce in here, because if we go back to the window here, this personal folders window, all you get is the compacting now, this little window here, compacting come up, and you don't actually know that it's doing anything until it refers back to this window. But since I compacted the file, I'm now down to 670 or megabytes, and everything is running fine. My fan hasn't been running, I haven't had any non-responding issues today. And a little bit more research, I was talking to one of my other technical colleagues today, has shown that on a lot of systems, mine seem to be the case, your email comes into Outlook. Outlook then assigns the memory for that particular email, but when you delete the email, it doesn't free up that memory, it still holds it. So your PST file is getting bigger and bigger and bigger all of the time until you compact it. And in my view, it's hidden away a little bit. Yes, you can find that out if you know you've got a problem and you go and Google it, but I didn't know that, and I just thought I would create this video just so that you can see what I did that helped me to get over this issue and free up my machine. And it was all very easy, although it took a little bit of time. So hope you find it useful. If you do, please add a comment to this video or catch me on my blog. Hope you find it useful. Catch you later. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.